Welcome to Anti-Chats and Tarot, and thank you, Collective, for joining me here. Welcome in. Let's get to your message. Thank you to all who have helped this channel to grow. I really appreciate it. And remember that in the messages contained within, some will resonate, others won't, so take what does and leave the rest for someone else. Here we go. Let's get into this message for you. If there's something in particular you'd like to hear about or investigate more with the tarot, let me know and we'll look into it. Right now you've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. This can be a letting go or a disengaging with others. Normally you're very networked. You like going out, like being around others, but you're kind of pulling back for some reason. This could be why. King of Pentacles in the reverse with a feminine energy here. What's the King of Pentacles here? This can be somebody who's very curt, they're short, they're rude. They're disappointed with not achieving something. They're used to being an achiever. Some disappointment here, the Eight of Swords. They feel like they're being held back, but they're actually holding themselves back. This could be you, this could be someone you're dealing with. Let's get a little further. Too early yet to say what we're talking about here. Death, transformation. The lilies are like a sensual energy. I'm wondering if somebody thought they could achieve something was like more of a sensual energy and it just didn't work out. And then I'm hearing a couple different things. Primarily what I'm hearing is, you have a lot of great skills. So you don't need to go in that way. Or whoever this is, maybe it's someone you're dealing with. Yeah, because I'm seeing just solid professional intellect, go get 'em, ambitious person, but somehow they felt like they had to be a little bit more, maybe less that and more showing a sexy side. Kind of an interesting message, but they're really painting themselves in a corner. It didn't work out. They didn't achieve what they were hoping to achieve here. Maybe it's somebody that they like in the business field, in the work environment. They don't see them the other person doesn't see them that way. Or if this is you, the person that you like doesn't see you this way. I don't see it as anything other than, I've never really seen you this way, I'm kind of taken off guard here. But then the Hangman comes in here, and I feel like if this is you, you're just kind of hanging out saying, what happened here? But you are pulling back. And you do feel like, well, I didn't achieve this, and you're an achiever, so this is not a good combination you feel for you. I'm only kind of chuckling because what you don't realize is you're going to learn so much by this not working the way you had thought. That you don't need to rely on this because you've got the goods. But also, if someone is rejecting you, it's don't take it quite so hard, because they're not rejecting you as they're rejecting this idea of, oh, I hadn't thought of you that way. I'm really just taken off guard here. But you're all in, diving in with all these emotions, like being crushed, and I'm never going out again and stuff like that. But you'll get past this point. I admire your passion, which is why I'm just kind of treating this a little bit lighter. You'll recognize this too in some time. Man, I'm just a very passionate person. And so, yeah, I took that really hard, but I shouldn't have. I'm just golden. I'm solid. It's just a misstep, or it's just trying something new, and good for you. Good for you for trying something new. The High Priestess in the reverse. but it's thrown you off, and you've been like, did I misread the signs? Can I trust my intuition? Of course you can, but you're questioning that now because, like I said, you're used to getting what you go after, and that didn't happen quite the way you had thought. In fact, it looks like it didn't happen, but you just caught somebody off guard is all. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're very abundant. You're used to achieving. You're used to things going your way. And you just got a lot of terrific skill sets and talent here. This is just going to be a learning lesson here. And certainly not something where you pull back quite as much as you are or hold yourself back in the future. I'm getting some energy of like, I'll never do this again. I'll never put myself out there. Nah, that's just, that's you just kind of hurting the moment, but you'll get past this and you being fiery and passionate, and that's great. But you'll get past this very level 10 energy, and it'll come down, and you'll, put some common sense, sprinkle some common sense in there, and some day-to-day, your very rational mind, and you'll just say, it was a passionate situation. I reacted passionately, but now I see it for what it is, and it's not as big a deal as I thought. Judgment, yeah, you're thinking about this. It's not as big of a deal. You'll see. And 9 of Wands, you're just almost kind of devastated by this. Don't be. I think you're just being way too hard on yourself. And like I said, elaborating on the situation. It didn't go as bad as you thought, actually. You've got the Devil and the Knight of Wands. You're worried, like, do people see me as this toxic person or this person that's in and out, or my behavior is in and out? No. I think you have a solid foundation here with these people, and even this person you might have approached. And even in this situation, if you thought you had to be something else, people are surprised because they're like, of course not. You're like grade A. You don't need to be anything but you. But you're worried you're going to be treated differently or thought of differently here because of this move. I think people are just seeing it for what it is. It was just like out of the ordinary for you. And I don't see it going much beyond that. But I do see that you're being really hard on yourself, and you're like, I'm holding myself back. I'm never doing this again. The Empress, this is how they see you. You're abundant. You're fabulous. You make things happen. You're full of ideas. You're full of positive energy. You're full of sparking others' interests. You're full of helping other people grow. You're nurturing and motherly. And so, yeah, we sign you in a light we didn't think of. But, it's not that we didn't enjoy that per se. We just never thought you'd need anything extra. You come to the table as one of the most accomplished, nurturing, supportive, beautiful, feminine cards in the deck. Okay, that's how people see you. I think maybe you've let an incident that's not as big as you think become very big in your mind. So just sit with it and let it gain perspective on it. Let it get to its natural size. Don't have it be so big in your mind. Ace of Swords is here, and the 7 of Swords. Truth versus deceit. Don't deceive yourself. You know who you are. We all make mistakes. Did you make a misstep here? I just hear that. Misstep. It's just a misstep. Don't deceive yourself into thinking that this is the end or you're being perceived a certain way. No. Maybe just own up to that. This was just a mistake. Or I should have given you some warning before I approached you, or maybe you write something in a letter, that whatever makes you feel better about this situation. But remember, the truth is you're the Empress. Okay? And you're worried and telling yourself some false truths about how this situation was perceived and who you are. And you haven't changed. You're still the Empress. And you may think, I'm going to retreat now, like the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. But everybody still sees you as a Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Networked, nurturing, giving, great in business, a leader. Six of Pentacles. You feel like you just overgave here to this situation. Maybe that you were trying to turn romantic, or that you thought maybe you needed to give a little bit more, and it was like, I haven't given in this area. Maybe I'll try this strategy, and it didn't work out. But it was just some sort of overgiving here that just didn't quite hit the mark. But I think the person that's being the hardest on you is you. Five of Cups here, you feel like there's a regret, there's a missed opportunity, this is never going to be patched. I don't see that happening. I see apologize if you have to, if it's even that kind of situation, but hold your head high, walk in, keep moving in the Empress energy that you've embodied this whole time, and chalk it up to, again, I hear the word misstep. King of Swords, King of Pentacles. Notice the King of Swords in the feminine energy, King of Pentacles in the masculine. This tells me that you don't need to be this other. You don't need to show up the sexy side. I mean, certainly that's great, but it's your comfort level here that I think is what maybe was some of the trip up. Okay, so just be you, because you're the King of Pentacles. I'm reading this as you embody these two kings, regardless of gender. King of Pentacles, King of Swords. Your top-notch intellect coming to the table, and your top-notch ambition coming to the table. And you bring in a lot of money and success wherever you go. And a lot of that is what you string together. And you do, I'm getting a lot of this on your own. You're a super terrific, exceptional leader. Leader of others. Don't make this other override that. And if somebody wants that to be overridden, it may be because for the first time you've shown some vulnerability and they see a way to knock you down a peg. They've been looking for that, someone who isn't in your corner in the first place, and don't pay them any mind at all. The people that are in your corner and see, your true worth, and I'm hearing the worth that you have shown to others for years, as well as the investments that you've made in projects and people, in collaborations for years, is what people still think of you. But to you, it's a tower. It's a tower moment, but you're being too hard on yourself. Oh my gosh, I messed up here big time. I'm hearing you didn't mess up that big. What's maybe embarrassing here is going to be a learning lesson, and you just keep moving. And I'm also hearing this, you show your leadership by how you move forward now, okay? You own it, you keep moving like a leader would. It doesn't crush you. We all learn, we all make mistakes, and then we keep going, we keep moving. King of Wands. Oh, interesting. Look how many kings you have out here. Yeah. Huh. That's amazing. Okay, let's just recap here. You are the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands. So not only are you intellectual, off the charts, and go with your gut. You're very accomplished. You bring in the coin. And you're charming and can change the dynamics of a room, the energy of a room, by your big energy. And you're thinking of yourself right now because of a little blip incident as a King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody who's very upset. This didn't go the way I had hoped. How am I being looked at now? Is this a Tower moment for me? No. Remember the three kings. You are the three kings, and everybody makes mistakes. And I also hear it's not even as big of a mistake as you're making it out to be in your mind. You are the three kings. Remember. More messages for our collective here. Oh my gosh. All right. So if that wasn't fully enforced, let's try this again. You are the four kings because the King of Cups just came out. Okay. So you're the King of Wands, you're the King of Cups, you're the King of Pentacles, and you're the King of Swords. You got it all. I said that earlier on. You know, you've got this in spades. So whatever you're worried about is a blip. You've got it all going on. And I always am hearing throughout this read, you have always had it going on. For years, you've always had it going on. Good for you for trying to branch out. It didn't work out. Didn't work out. Some things don't work out. Good for you for having the guts to try and branch out in another area, okay? Learn from it, move forward. You're four kings. You're the four kings, okay? Let's grab a charm. Okay, this is a good charm, especially for the situation, because I feel like Spirit is saying, just play. You've got two people on a bicycle here. Notice one is cycling and one is just enjoying the ride on the back. Maybe this works out. You know, like I said, the person that you approached in some sort of more sexy way, I think they were just caught off guard. You know, maybe they turn around and say, whoa, I just haven't ever thought of you that way. And this is confirmation that they will, and it works out. But also I think as a whole, it's just saying, just lighten up, you know, be that person on the back who's just letting somebody else do the work and the hair is blowing in the wind and it's just a lovely day and it's just fun, light, playful energy. Don't be so hard on yourself in this situation. Light, playful energy is what Spirit is hoping you will see is needed here, come to some conclusion on regarding this situation. What do we want to be looking at? Let's see. Let's grab an oracle. Oracle for our collective. Can I get an oracle for our collective, please? Okay, blessed. Yeah, you're definitely blessed, okay? You're the four kings. You're blessed. A reminder to you. Yeah. There are a lot of blessings in your life. Often you create a lot of blessings for others. You are blessed. Don't forget that. You are blessed. This is a blip. Put it in perspective. That was a whole group that just fell out. Let's go again. Get one message here. Time to go. Interesting. It says time to go, and I'm going to read it a little bit further. 45. Endings, completions, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. I believe this is talking about, recognize that this is a blip and move on from that. Don't get stuck in the what ifs. How am I perceived? You're perceived again, like you've always been perceived. You're the 4 kings. So it's a time to go from this kind of self-sabotaging energy, which is making the blip be more than it actually is. It's time to get out of that energy and remember the blessings that you have and that you're the 4 kings. You've always been the 4 kings. There isn't, that's your foundation. That's how people see you. Imagine. Okay, and there's a lot of emotion here with the moon, a lot of feminine energy here with that crescent moon. Crown chakra, I'm hearing. But a lot of protection too. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. A lot of light energy, balloon energy. Go with the flow now. Get out of the energy of kind of condemning yourself, being too hard on yourself. You are blessed, very talented. Light, playful energy, like we saw in the charm. I'm going to grab an angel wish. And definitely not hold yourself back energy like we saw early on in the read. Disengaging and holding yourself back. Spirit in the cards is saying definitely not. Get back out there. That's what needs to go, is that holding back and disengaging. Okay, seeing a rainbow is a sign from your loved ones in spirit. I often get this one. I get this one so much. I'm like, is this a message for me? But I read that too as, nature provides all kinds of signs and synchronicities and messages. Be in tune to that. Let's get another message here. If it doesn't feel right, then the answer is no. And I feel like maybe this is something about how you kind of felt when you were maybe getting out of character a little bit here with the sensual energy, but that maybe it didn't feel right, and then consequently you feel like it didn't go your way. But I actually do feel like there's a sense here of good for you for trying something new. And even if the answer is no, at least you put yourself out there. That takes a lot of guts. Okay, so don't downplay that. It's important to have guts. The inner strength can and will move mountains. Yeah, having guts can and will move mountains, your inner strength. So a nod to that. That's your message, collective. I hope you've liked this message. I hope you found something helpful here within the contents, 1 or 2 phrases, or maybe you're resonating with more than that. If you do like this message and you like this channel, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. And thank you to those who have helped this channel to grow. I really appreciate it. Until next time, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.